When I look around me, I see people constantly on their phones. As the world keeps changing around us, we change too. From letters, it's become text. From listening to the radio, it's become the music app we have on our phones. And from gathering information from books, we can now simply just Google it. We live in a time and age where information is just a click away. In a world where technology has become so advanced, social media plays an integral role in our daily lives. Social media has a huge impact on people, and so does the influencers who create content to entertain their audience. Let's take Instagram for instance. It consists of 800 billion users. It is estimated that there are 30,000 influencers in India on Instagram and 1 million of them across the globe. These influencers are bloggers who blog on all different kinds of things, such as fashion, photography, food, and even makeup. But what really attracts audiences to these kind of influencers? Influencers are common people like you and me, but they have the power to convince the audience of what they are promoting through their social media accounts. People are always interested in new and unique things that are always trending. It's human nature to want to fit in, but on social media, you have to stand out to be noticed. Once you have followers, these followers see everything you post on your social media accounts. The more followers you have, the more influence you have. The youth is the future of our nation. That's why it's so important for them to have the right kind of influence. I'd like to give you examples of the kind of influence social media influencers can have. On March 24th, 2018, in response to gun violence in their school, students of Margie Stoneman Douglas High School marched on the streets against gun violence. They called this movement March for Our Lives. These kids were not celebrities, they were normal students like me, yet they were able to influence over 800,000 people to come and protest, including celebrities and other students. Celebrities such as George Clooney, Oprah Winfrey, and Steven Spielberg have donated to the cause. Another example of an influencer that I admire the most is Lilly Singh. Lilly Singh is also known as Superwoman. Lilly Singh is an Indian origin Canadian who has used a social media platform to become a celebrity. She started on YouTube and now has become a worldwide sensation. On Instagram, she has 8.2 million followers. On Twitter, she has 5.74 million followers. And on YouTube, well, she has 14.4 million subscribers. Her reach is unbelievable. She's partnered with Me2We for a line of Rafiki bracelets that supports the education of young women in Kenya. These bracelets represent not only her passion for girl love, but her acting on that passion. And that's why proceeds from her bracelet goes towards giving Kenyan girls the chance to go to primary school. Influencers who are well known have some kind of control over their audience. When they do or say something, their fans hop right on and follow them. For example, when an artist called Drake released his new song called In My Feelings, an American comedian called Shiggy started a challenge where you hop out of the car and dance the song. And eventually, it got named the Kiki Challenge. Even though it was highly dangerous and half the people ended up falling out of their car instead of actually doing the dance, it became a worldwide trend. Every video that popped up on my Instagram feed was of the same dance on the same song on repeat again and again and again. These examples got me thinking that influencers like Lilly Singh are the leaders of our time. And influencers who have a wide audience can help shape our community. After all, if they can influence people to do challenges that don't make any sense at all, such as the Kiki Challenge or the recent 10-year challenge, they can surely influence people for a good cause. After all, they can use the strength they have, their popularity, for a good deed. When a blogger posts a picture on their feed, it's either a picture of them, the things they like, or the brand they're promoting. Sure, they should do their own thing, but at the same time, they should pick up a cause and create content on it. I believe that every blogger who aspires to become a social media influencer, most of the younger generation now aspire to be social media influencers. They feel that they have a voice that should be heard. There's definitely a fun part about being a blogger, but there's also a responsibility that comes with it. As the famous saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility. social media has created a shift. Social media has created a shift where the next generation of leaders are social media influencers. We have had influencers from the beginning of our time, and they have helped shape our community. Social media has taken a shift where the next generation of leaders are social media influencers. Each one of them should strive to make the world a better place. One story, one tweet, and one snap at a time. Thank you.